Howdy, howdy. Monster, please sponsor me. I'm drinking one of your drinks. Here's your sponsor ad, whatever. So pretty much today, it's a leg day. And what that's going to consist of is RDLs, leg extension, hamstring curls, and calf raises, and maybe some adductor work and some abs at the end. So a quick workout, probably 35, 40 minutes. It doesn't take long for the gym, to be honest. You don't need to be in there for anything over an hour and a half. Because to be honest, you're wasting your time, more likely than not. Maybe an hour and a half is fine. But anything after that, you're kind of like pushing the limits, because it's like, if you do, let's say, shoulders, back, and biceps, like one of my days, I might take an hour and 15 minutes, but that's pushing it, man, because it's like, okay, I take 30 minutes on back, take 25 minutes on biceps. Am I really going to take 25, 30 minutes, 35 minutes on shoulders? No. I've never understood people who have a full-on shoulder day and they take an hour. Because there was this guy, actually a couple guys I used to go to the gym with. Well, I didn't go to the gym with them, but I was at the same gym as them. And he was at the Y. And both of them did shoulders together the same day. And they were there longer than I was. And I did chest and triceps and a bit of shoulders while they were there. So it's like, what are you guys really doing? Are you guys yapping? Because I know one of them, he was a Snapchat hoe. He had a bunch of Snapchat people. But the other one, I don't know what he was doing. But, yeah. So, in my opinion, you don't need longer than an hour and a half. Maybe if you're doing cardio at the end, obviously, if you want to count that as your lift, because you might count that as a separate thing, but if you want to count that, maybe 2 hours. But especially over the 2 hour mark, what are you doing? Because I'm not being a hypocrite about this, but I used to be like this. Or me and her, we went to this other gym or whatever, but there was a lot of people there that we talked to, but we were there sometimes for like 3 hours, on leg day even. And it's like, what were we doing? I don't really know, because we would do about the same, maybe a couple more sets than we do now, but it was the same intensity or around it, and it's just, I don't understand how anybody, let alone myself, could ever do anything longer than, especially 2 hours, even if you yapped. A good yap in the gym is like 10 minutes long. And after that, it's like, okay, we got to get back to our sets, dude. What are we doing? Especially now, because I have work and all that I have to get to. And everything, it's just a lot more pressure of trying to get in and get out. So, but today is a good day because we don't really have to, we're doing our laundry right now. But, we don't have to pick that back up right after the gym or whatever. So, it's more just, let's just kind of get in, get out in like 45 minutes and then have the whole rest of the day to do whatever we want with. So, yeah. But, you guys, as per usual, won't be seeing abs. But all it is just, they have like this elevated, like, kind of elevated, ab thing. It's called like elevated abs. I think that's really it. But I'll do 3 sets of that. But before that, I'll do 3 sets of ab crunches. And that's it. So it's just 6 sets total of abs. And if you guys want to do abs at home, mountain climbers, planks if you want to, and then leg raises. That's all you need. You'll hit your upper, lower, middle, and all of it in once with like the plank and everything. But so we'll see you guys in the gym.
Alright, so first we have a RDL. Make sure you're going heavy on these, but not too heavy where you're kind of rounding your back out at the top, or even like the middle range of motion, because that's how you'll get injuries. You don't have to go all the way down because that's almost like a deadlift. But sometimes the weight is a bit too much where you have to go all the way down and then, just go explode the way up. But control the weight. I trained around I think I got 7 reps and I did 2 sets of this today. And like I said, go slow on the way down to get the best contraction and the motions. Now we have leg extension, single legged. This is especially good for people who max out the machines, and also it's just good for unilateral movement, so you isolate each leg if you have a imbalanced leg or whatever not. Train slow on these, and if you're doing single leg, go like 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, or 5, 3 reps, 1 rep at the end or whatever. So I trained 9 reps and then a 7 rep. So I did 2 sets on this. Control it on the way up, go slow on the way down to get a better stretch. And you see how the seat on the back is all the way back? That's how you get better rectus femoris kind of feel on it, which is that third muscle that's in between that teardrop in the outer part of your quad. So it just gives you really big looking legs when you do this. Now we have calf raises, also single leg too. Just good if you don't want to add so many weights on each side, which that's a good issue to have. But this will isolate each foot more, which I've always had like a right side dominant looking calf, but this has helped me a lot with balancing those kind of size out on each leg. But we're just training, as many reps as we can. May have gone a little bit heavier, but I did 24 reps total for this. So yeah, it's a lot, but I think for calves you can kind of get away with doing more than 20 reps even, because you're using them all day long, so you can overwork them. But, well, quote unquote overwork. But train slow in these, explode the way at the top and go slow on the way down, get a deep stretch. Add some partials at the end, which is just kind of reps without the full range of motion.
How you doing? Today, we just got done with leg day. I was about to start an introduction because she mind boggled me when she did that. But, it's a good leg day. I gotta say, we were only there for 30 minutes. If you want to count the warm-up, I guess, yeah. So I guess you can. And then pee if you really want to. You're there for like 35 minutes. But 35 minutes for a warm-up, 3 good exercises, and like 6 sets total, and like so many warm-ups. I did, like 3 warm-ups on hamstrings, 1 warm-up on the RDLs, 1 warm-up on leg extension, and no warm-up on the calf raise, I don't think. Or no, we did 1 warm-up. But still, it's like I hear so many people be like, oh, especially when I was a little younger and I didn't have a full-time job yet, they would be like, oh, I don't have time for the gym. Ugh. No, you do have time for the gym. You're just lazy. If I'm going to be straight up honest with you, as blunt and rude as that is to say, you're just lazy. And you truly don't want to, kind of better your life. I get it. Life gets in the way. All you kind of want to do sometimes is lay down and, whatever not. But I think the gym is just overall beneficial. To be honest, your partner will like the way you look more. Yeah. And then your health will be better. And then, combine those two, you have a happier lifestyle. So, it's like, and also, you'll like the way you look more because, to be honest, even if you've been in the gym forever now, even people like Chris Bumstead, C-Bum, if you guys know that guy, top Mr. Olympia for his day. He's retired now, but top Mr. Olympia for his day, he still got body dysmorphia. So you're never going to be fully satisfied with how you look, but you can at least look better than what you do currently, right? And to be honest, nobody fully likes the way they look. Even if they say they love the way they look, they're lying. They'll just say that on the outside, but to be honest, everyone wants a little better for themselves. Whether that be financially, spiritually, mentally, physically. It doesn't matter. It's all kind of correlated the same way. But if you can look better, you're more likely going to feel better, which is going to increase those other things in all aspects. That's pretty simple to understand, but it's just that commitment to get to that other level of being consistent with the gym. Because I've gotten asked by a lot of people, how do I get motivation to go to the gym? Well, to be honest with you, you can have inner motivation or motivation one day, like random 3 a.m. motivation. But then when that wears off, what do? You just have to go until it consistently just becomes part of your routine and you schedule your day around it, right? If you truly want to make that commitment, you know? Because personally, I see no drawbacks from going to the gym, right? You might get injured, but just train smart. I've trained dumb before. I've trained a little too much, or I've, whatever, not. But I'd rather do too much than too little, personally. Because how do you know how too much is, truly? That's why I've always said in the past, RAR, or reps in reserve, I fully don't understand that. Because let's say a guy, it makes more sense for powerlifters. For a guy in my circumstance where I want to do bodybuilding, it doesn't make sense for me to have RAR. Because how do I truly know I only had 2 more reps? I may have 3 or 4 even, if I really went to war with myself with that set, right? Why did somebody just honk at me? I don't know. But pretty much my point is saying is, just do yourself a favor and do a little bit more each day. And I'm not even talking about the gym, just anything in life. And I still have to work on that. And even a little more could be a little less, meaning less phone time. Maybe, that's mainly for me because I could do that more. I could read more. I could, So when I talk to you guys about this stuff, I'm not just kind of, is this road? Next one. When I talk to you guys about this stuff, I'm also saying it for myself as well. So I'm not lying to you guys about any of this stuff I say because it's either stuff I had to previously learn or stuff I'm still learning. So, man to man, I'm still learning as well. So don't take my word 100% for what it is, but just take little bits by bits and kind of put them in your own life. But we're picking up laundry now, but I gotta go, y'all. Goodbye. Have a good day.